After effects of the FTX crash and Kevin O'Leary's involvement. The shocking demise of the FTX exchange, one of the largest and most reputable players in the digital asset market, is still setting off alarm bells among cryptocurrency holders as investors run for cover. There are still many unanswered questions, but two big questions are, how far will the damage spread, and was Kevin O'Leary involved in it? So in today's video, we are going to explore the after effects of the FTX fiasco, along with discussing if Kevin O'Leary was involved in it or not. So make sure you subscribe to NFTimes to keep getting our videos. And do like the video if you like the content. Industry insiders are arguing whether to refer to FTX's bankruptcy filing on Friday as a Lehman moment, a reference to the investment bank's collapse in 2008 that rocked the entire world. Many think the analogy is appropriate. Significant uncertainty is being brought on by the FTX crisis's after effects on the crypto community. Regulators are now on high alert because the incidents shattered trust and gave them more confidence. This was one of the most trusted entities in the crypto space, so it will take some time to recover, according to Jay Jha, co-founder of the blockchain startup Say Labs, based in California. Shitstorm, madness, chaos. These are terms crypto investors and pundits have used to describe the failure of FTX, founded in 2019 by Sam Bankman-Fried, a 30-year-old wunderkind once hailed as a modern-day JP Morgan. The company was valued at $32 billion in its latest funding round, and it attracted high-profile backers such as SoftBank, Tiger Global, Singapore's Temasek, and celebrities, including Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen, and Naomi Osaka. His name is on the arena where the Miami Heat play. Investor Sequoia Capital announced last week that it had reduced the value of its FTX stake to zero. The exchange reportedly lacks $8 to $10 billion, as well as making it impossible to fulfill customer redemption requests. Following the failure of a bailout attempt by rival Binance, Bankman-Fried also announced his resignation on Friday, and FTX filed for bankruptcy in the United States. Everyone was a little taken aback, according to Shan-Chuk Fang, co-founder of Moonvault Partners, a Hong Kong-based cryptocurrency investment company, because so many people had relied on FTX as a gold standard. He compared the demise of FTX to the Enron fraud scandal from 2001, which resulted in the unexpected bankruptcy of the American energy company. The scenario is still fast-changing. However, one worry is how it would impact the entire cryptocurrency industry, which had a market value of more than $1 trillion in August. As the value of digital assets fell during the summer, Bankman-Fried set aside around $1 billion to support businesses and secure assets to maintain the industry as a whole. There are now not many white knights remaining to save FTX and other struggling businesses. The demise of FTX could claim more victims. It's hard to say who's at risk at this point, although there are clear implications, as crypto lending platform BlockFi recently declared itself severely affected, and also paused withdrawals for its customers. The two most traded cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin and Ether, both had price declines of more than 20% in the previous week. A further blow to the value of the digital currency Solana came from news that Bankman-Fried's company, Alameda Research, had large interests. The Tether stablecoin, which was designed to be a secure storage option for money, suddenly dropped its 1-to-1 peg to the US dollar. Although they reassure their clients that they can manage the consequences, traditional investors are also impacted. The CEO of Binance, Changpeng Zhao, tweeted that he had spoken with El Salvador's president, Nayib Bukele, who was firmly devoted to Bitcoin, and that thankfully, all of the country's Bitcoins are safe there, which is a comfort. The crypto business is now facing the question of survival. The reason is that analysts point out that a lot of dangerous behavior has already been eliminated from the system following the stormy months. But as anxious investors withdraw their money from crypto, things might get a lot worse. According to JP Morgan, Bitcoin might decline to $13,000, or about 22% from its present price. In this environment, the crypto winter may get worse, especially as investors' appetite for risk assets continues to decline because of concerns about the larger economic landscape. The collapse of FTX, according to Fox, will drive institutional investors away from cryptocurrency just as they were beginning to show interest. Although some people will continue to work on interesting projects, it could take years to restore faith in the sector's promise. It's also all but certain that regulators will tighten the screws and drive up costs for crypto firms that survive the coming purge. Furthermore, Gary Gensler, head of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, said Thursday on CNBC that while the crypto space is regulated, investors need to be better protected. The Wall Street Journal has reported that the SEC and the U.S. Department of Justice are investigating FTX. So let us wait and see how things will play out for the crypto industry. And that was all about the consequences of the FTX crash. Now let's move forward toward the reality of Kevin O'Leary's involvement in the scam. When news of dubious collateral at its trading business Alameda Research caused a run on the native FTX coin FTT, that's when trouble for FTX.com really started. Then came rumors that FTX.com, a business that had been valued at $32 billion earlier this year, had a $6 billion hole in its books, and needed rescue after rival exchange Binance withdrew from a proposed bailout. Right after that, O'Leary stated in an exclusive interview with Forkast editor-in-chief Angie that although the situation may appear hopeless, it wouldn't take much to turn it around. At the time, the future of FTX was uncertain. Kevin's exact words while speaking to Lau as part of Forkast Crypto Rising series were that, "If I could buy FTX today and figure out how much risk there is with regulators and everything else, I would be looking at that asset." He further stated that FTX has value. Many players know that there must be a tremendous amount of activity going on in the background trying to figure this out. O'Leary also disclosed to Forkast that he had an account with FTX International and FTX US, the exchange services for clients with US addresses, and that he had invested there. He was one of the numerous customers whose money was held hostage by the exchange. He exactly said, "I think we can all admit you can love them or hate them given what's happened." He further added, he was one of the most brilliant traders in the crypto universe. He also built one of the most robust platforms. We used FTX actively. It was a very robust platform that allowed us to get information on a complaint basis, so I really like what he built. O'Leary proceeded to detail how he would invest in Bankman-Fried in a different context next time. And it wasn't the first time Kevin supported SBF. In the past, he also commended the fact that both of SBF's parents are attorneys, which is why I trust him, but he also thought highly of the trader. When Kevin stated on the Crypto Banter podcast that he would still support Sam Bankman-Fried, it was the most annoying event that occurred, and it stunned many people. SBF. Can you imagine such a popular investor saying that on social media while being interviewed? Doesn't this hint towards his involvement in the scam? What do you guys believe? But you know people don't really like such remarks from anyone after someone has scammed people for more than $50 billion, so Kevin got slammed too. So that's the end of the video for today, with everything I know about this fiasco. Now if you found the content helpful, then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel, NFTimes, for weekly content like this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.